business on display. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, we gon' put your business on display. I got winners on the way. And no, you can't knock the hustle. And if you gotta get in place, then we gon' put your business on display. Grab a seat with Neesha for a minute. And if you got the goods, we can talk about your business. She know what it's like to make a move independently. And I don't fake us like that. We've been trusting God like that. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, we gon' put your business on display.
Hey everybody, happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. Neesha here, and I'm excited to be here. We are making some changes with Neesha's network, you guys. So if you are watching this right now, whether you are on Instagram or whether you are on Facebook, please share. Share the video. I am Neesha. I am all things relationship, connections, and growth and expansion. And I am super excited to be confident today that I am an amazing certified life coach, that I am resetting for 2022, and I am walking in my purpose and my calling. And it can be difficult sometimes to actually unlock the real you, right? So, not that I've been fake all these years. I'm a real person. I'm as real as they come, I think, in my opinion. But today, I want to talk about unlocking the real you. When I was a little girl, I had many talents. My mom would call us up, or my grandfather, as a pastor, a grandmother, Neesha, come on up here and sing, and I wanted to sing like Tremaine Hawkins. I wanted to sing like the Clark sisters. I wanted to sound like that little raspy voice sounding with 1,000 runs. I wanted to do some amazing things in the world of singing. I also loved to write, and my penmanship was okay, but probably about the maybe seventh grade, I noticed this other young lady's penmanship. And I said, you know what? I think I'll start writing like her. So I developed an opportunity to start changing my penmanship. And I did. And I wrote so eloquently, just like this other young lady. The other thing that I had a gifting to do was to begin to create and design. When me and my sister Shauna were little, we would go and take a closet, and we would go and inside the closet and we would take crates, and we would take pillows, and we would decorate this little closet and make it our little safe haven. So an opportunity to change up the environment, to change up things that I didn't think were the greatest time. So me and Shauna would create our own little private space, right? So those things all add up to, I was always trying to do something different. I was always trying to change who I was, or change my environment, or do something different. What I learned from that throughout the years, and then even being a hairstylist, what I learned was, who is who really is Neesha? Who is Neesha really? Right? And I didn't have a lot of friends growing up. I had family. So that saying is, if you have family, who needs friends, right? But I did need friends, and I wanted friends, and I only had a few. I had a rough little bout with friendships growing up, and being a pastor's granddaughter didn't make it any easier. But one thing I want to tell you is that, of course, God redeemed that time. I have tons of friends now and family, and I love it. But I always held a point of insecurity. I was struggling with insecurity because I wasn't accepted, or because I was sheltered, or I wasn't able to do a lot of those things. So now at 52 years old, being 33 years married, a Grammy of 5, and a parent of 4, and realizing that yet and still we're all on a journey to unlock those areas that we kind of sit back and we don't really dive into. So today I want to give you a few tips of what does unlocking the real you look like. Okay. And these are just some things that I had to refresh, and I'm still refreshing. So as we go through this together, real quick, I want to give you about 7 components of what unlocking the real you looks like. Okay. The first one is, speak out loud and talk to yourself. Have you ever been in those moments where you feel like you're getting frustrated, or you're a little down, or you're a little sad, or you're going through a trial, or how about this? You fell asleep at the wheel. You're driving and you dozing and you're dozing. And sometimes you have to shake yourself and say, Neesha, wake up. Roll the window down. You have to wake up, girl. You're not just going to talk to yourself and drive sleep. If you start talking to yourself, you definitely will wake up. And that's what one of the first steps is about unlocking the real you. It is wake up, girl. Wake up, sir, gentleman, man. Wake up. Speak out loud to yourself. The things that you want to unlock, begin to speak them aloud. Begin to talk about them. The second thing that you have to do to unlock the real you is change old habits, because sometimes our old habits are habits that we picked up, but it's not really who we are inside of us that's really wanting to get out. So I can think about countless times of where I've taken the back seat because I'm going to push everybody else forward. And that's what I love to do anyway. But it's not allowing me to really see what's down on the inside and allow others to see it as well. There's a gift down in there. So changing my habit of being taking the back seat, changing the habit of pretty much, being quiet when you should raise your hand, be changing the habit of being lazy and not taking the time to write or read or do what you need to do to get to the goals that you're trying to set for yourself. Unlocking the real you means that you have to change some old habits. The third thing, adjust your attitude. Sometimes we have the wrong attitude and we need to figure out, I need to change my posture. I tell people, shift your posture. If you're all slunched down like this, nobody can really see the real you. Adjust yourself. Adjust your attitude. If you wake up in the morning grumpy, try to wake up in the morning with a smile. If you wake up in the morning thinking about all the things you have to do, how about wake up in the morning by settling yourself before you just dive into all the worries and the thoughts of the day? It is very important to adjust your attitude. If people are used to you a certain way, sometimes you have to shift in order to really be authentic and not just be that robotic person that's going to keep doing the same things all the time and expecting different results for the real you to come out. So adjust your attitude, adjust your smile. I mean, your frown to a smile. Adjust your always receiving and start giving. Adjust your attitude. Adjust the way you think about life. Adjust about what you think 2022 is gonna be for you. Okay. Number 4 is set up a new routine, position your posture and stick to it. Whew, that's hard because consistency is the key in any area. It is very imperative that we are consistent in a new routine. We have to position ourselves and put ourselves in a place where we know that we're going to accomplish the goals that we have set out. And one of the ways you can position your posture is to begin to write things down and then stick to the list that you write down. I struggle with that a little bit, but definitely stick to your posture. Don't shrink. Stand up tall. Allow your posture. And when you go to the chiropractor, they're readjusting some things. So we don't only want to readjust our attitude, but we want to readjust our posture. Why? Because the longer we shrink, the more you become crippled in an area that you want to grow, or crippled in an area where you want to really be healthy, right? So shift your posture, set up a new routine. What is your new routine? Probably back in June, I decided, I don't decide because this is not the holy Neesha moment at all, but I had decided that I was going to, I needed to make some changes for inflammation. And I heard the Lord tell me to stop eating chicken. Now, he didn't tell everybody to stop eating chicken. And I love the bird. Okay. Everything about the bird. I love the bird. I can eat the bird, the holy bird. They talk about the holy bird. But I heard the Lord very clearly talk to me. And do you know, changing the routine of that made some changes in my physical? It literally released inflammation for me. Now, I don't know if that's everybody's story. I just know it was something that I had to do, and I've had to stick to it. Now, I will have to confess, I did have some turkey on Thanksgiving because that was just delicious. I had a smoked turkey. But the point is that since then, I've just been eating fish and it has made a difference. So, can I stick to it? If it makes a difference in your life and you see things are shifting and readjusting and working for you, don't change it up. Stick to that routine that you have, okay? And always have a positive outlook. Try your best to take the negative and turn it into a positive, no matter what it looks like. That has been a difficult thing in this season, but I trust God and we trust God, and we know that it is important to remember that all things work together. It may suck, but all things work together for the good of those who love God and are called according to his purpose. So have a positive outlook. If you don't have one, grab God's word and say, scriptures on encouragement. Google scriptures on joy, scriptures on a better outlook. Whatever you put in, the word will come alive and you can take God's word and hold him to it. Number 6 is have accountability. Who is your accountability person? Who is that person that holds you accountable? Everybody needs an accountability partner. And it can be your spouse, but sometimes spouses get lazy with you and they don't really want to unlock who's really inside of you either. They kind of like you stuck where you are. And it doesn't mean change who God has created you to be. It just means that for some things to change, you have to begin to do some things differently. And everybody needs a coach. Every coach needs a coach. Every counselor needs a counselor. Anything without a head is a monster, I heard. And so if you're walking around headless, you look crazy. How do you have direction? So everyone needs to get somebody that they can be accountable to. Now, not accountable like they're your soulmate or they're your soul partner, but a teacher, someone who can lead and guide you, someone who can hold you accountable to setting your goals, to shifting your posture, to adjusting your attitude, to changing your old habits. When you need a trainer, for physical trainer, what do? Go to the gym. We hire a physical trainer, a coach who holds us accountable. Everyone needs accountability, you guys. And if you don't, and you think you got all the answers and you're the highest leader in your circle, that's a problem. Okay. And last but not least, start each day being prepared the day before. Start each day being prepared the day before. It is difficult for me because I'm a spontaneous person. I can get dressed in 5 minutes. I can shower in 5 minutes. I can do everything in 5 minutes. I could do hair in 45 minutes or less, 30 minutes. But sometimes you have to reset your thinking in order for that real you to come out. Sometimes you need to take the time to actually start the day before. What am I going to do tomorrow? What is tomorrow going to look like? How much money am I going to make tomorrow? I used to, when I would stand behind the chair, I still stand behind the chair, but not as often. When business would be a little slow, I would stand the day before. I say, Lord, you see this appointment book? It's going to be so filled tomorrow. It's going to be jam packed. I'm going to have to turn people away. I started the day before speaking to myself and talking out loud. I shifted my posture. I changed the habit of just saying, oh, it's going to be what it is. No, I started the day before by adjusting my attitude and setting a new routine and having accountability. I told somebody, hey, guess what? Tomorrow, my day is going to be so booked and so full. And guess what happened? Every time there was a win. Every time there was a full book and I had to turn people away. With that being said, unlocking the real you may look so different. And it doesn't mean that you've been walking around living in a fake you. But what's the real you for 2022? For me, it's tapping into my coaching capabilities. It's tapping into offering people hope and giving them tools that will allow them to grow and expand. So thank you so much for thinking and taking the time to stop by Neesha's Network live today, because it's important that you show up to unlock the real you. And I'm showing up for me. I'm making some changes with some times. I'm doing some things differently for 2022. And it may be a little rocky at first, and I may get a little tongue twisted, but that's okay. Sometimes I may be on here by myself, just sharing with you some great thoughts and tips. And the tips and thoughts that I have are not just wisdom from Neesha's book of knowledge, but it's through lived experience. It's also through connecting with people and collaborating with people who are leaders, or who are mentors, or who are coaches, to share the knowledge of what I've learned and what I'm looking forward to learning. And so today, you guys, take some time to unlock the real you. It's been that part. Now, some parts may just be compartmentalized. You may have a part of you that's locked, and there's 75% of the other part that's unlocked. What about the other 25%? Huh? Do you all need to unlock the other 25% of you? If you do, let's start by speaking out loud to yourself, change your old habits, adjust your attitude, shift your posture and position it, and stick to it. Have that positive outlook on life every day. Make sure you have accountability, and start each day being prepared the day before. Be prepared for the next day, the day before. Speak to your mountains, speak to your journey, speak to what you want to happen, and it will happen for you. In 2022, unlock the real you. This is going to be quick today, you guys. And while you are maybe asking, you know what? Hey, I don't know really how to unlock the real me. Well, that's why we connect and are accountable. So today, you guys, at 6 p.m., we are going to have a mastermind, the Business to Business Mastermind for Neesha's Network. Join us for a night of collaboration and creative thinking. This is a great time to network with like-minded individuals, get clear on strategy, bounce creative ideas off one another, and make business plans, and so much more. You don't want to miss out on the Business to Business Mastermind by Neesha's Network. We have such a blast, you guys. I'm super excited about it. It's one of my favorite things to do. And this year, I'm going to be doing more group coaching. We are going, God is opening doors for us to be able to speak, and not just speak just to, so Neesha could be the spotlight, none of that. But to really open up the minds of the people to say, hey, let's collaborate. Let's join forces. That's why I've met so many amazing people on Clubhouse, because great minds think alike. So let's all join forces and come and hang out with me. Now, how can you register for the mastermind? If you're not a part of Neesha's Network, it is a $20 fee. If you are a part of Neesha's Network, it is included in your monthly subscription, which is only $15 a month. Neeshasnetwork.com. All you have to do is go there. The amazing part about Neesha's Network, if you have a subscription, is the fact that you get a weekly newsletter. You also get to enter your business or ministry in the direct business directory. And then also you can participate in these amazing monthly masterminds. They are phenomenal, you guys. So many connections have been made. I'm sitting back watching people's businesses grow and expand. And that is what I love to see. That's unlocking the real me. But pulling people together, tapping into your potential, being positive, and having that positive posture and attitude to say, you know what, I'm going to stick to this. So why am I showing up today? To stick to it, to not give up. Yes, yes, yes. Right? All right. One more thing before we go. So you all subscribe to Neeshasnetwork.com, okay? So you can unlock the real you tonight, 6 p.m. All right, Central Standard. The other thing I wanted to say is tonight I have the amazing opportunity to hang out with Dr. Deidre Rossall. And that's with the Ultimate Wives Night Out, Love on Top Slumber Party. It is at 7 p.m. Central or 8 p.m. Eastern Standard. Love is a necessity for your lifestyle. And so you guys come hang out with me as well. You can register with trulywedwives.com. Come hang out with me for the ultimate virtual wives night out. I believe it's Love on Top. And actually you can wear your red and represent. And I would love to have you be my guest tonight. There are going to be prizes, and invite another wife. It is going to be fun. Dr. Deidre is so fun. She's so anointed. She's a signature wife coach, and she's so amazing, you guys. So come hang out with us tonight. So, with that being said, I hope I'll see you all. Yes, the year is going to be busy, but it's going to be fruitful. It's not just going to be busy like busy, busy, busy. It's going to be so fruitful. We are going to step into our full potential. We are going to unlock the real us. There's a real you in 2022. The real you that was in 2021 is not here anymore. The real you for 2022 should look different. What are your goals? What have you set in front of you that you want to see God do in your life? I can't wait to see what's going to happen. We need to start making a list of everything that we're going to do. And I forgot there's one more thing I'm going to do tonight. It's so funny. Join me at 5 p.m. Central Standard for Women of Hope with our own Lakeisha Spite. You all just DM me on Facebook or Instagram, and I can tell you all the amazing things that are going to be going on that don't collide into each other, which is so amazing. Okay. Neesha's Network here, you guys, signing off today. Remember, unlock the real you in 2022. See you next week. Bye.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, we gon' put your business on display. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, we gon' put your business on display. I got winners on the way. You know you can't knock the hustle. And if you gotta get in place, then we gon' put your business on display. Grab a seat with Neesha for a minute. And if you got the goods, we can talk about your business. She know what it's like to make a move independently. And I don't fake,